Begin with that said as we come.
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. Ibalyanga ni Nyombogo Elvis Kateva, and I'm very happy and delighted to be here once again. Thank you, sir.
My name is Doris Mary, and I'm very glad and delighted to be here.
My name is Msimeta Patricia. I'm very glad to be here.
Oh, that's all, that's all. Yeah, as they have introduced themselves, they all have what to present to you, and I think all of you will be delighted to hear from them. So, let's first with this. As you can see on your TV, there is that program that we are going to discuss about, which is all about challenges faced by children during holidays. I think you can see it. So, we are going to begin. What are you thinking that could be the challenges that are faced by children during the holidays as we are ending them?
Okay. As we are ending the holidays.
Yeah, the challenges that we have been facing, yeah.
I, as a candidate,
yes,
the challenge I face the most is keeping up with all the rest. Because as a candidate, I have to always be informed. I always have to be studying.
Yes.
And which is not good at all times, but I have to be studying so that I can keep up. Because
the front line.
Yes, my front line. Remember, mumasomera gandi abana mbasoma. And they are far better than me. So I'm worried about that. And I have to keep up with them.
Since you are a candidate.
Since I am a candidate,
yeah.
I have to bring results home. So I've been worried about that. And remember, most of us have been reluctant during the holidays. So that is one of the challenges I think I've faced.
Yes.
Then, going back to school, money. Parents don't have money.
Yes.
So some may go without other scholastic materials. Others may not go with books.
Due to shortage of income at home.
Yes. Lucky for me, I got a chance, and my father bought everything for me with my sister. So school fees can be a problem. Then a child is, some children have faced difficulties as they were in their homes, and others emotionally they are not okay.
Yes.
And that's all I can say for now.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah. As you have heard, children have been facing challenges, and not all that have been receiving the needs they are supposed to be having. So it has been a problem to most children in villages there who have not been getting to the standard that they are supposed to reach. So Doris, as we are talking now, what do you think are the challenges that you have met during the holidays?
During the holidays, I was a bit stressed.
Yes.
Since I know that I'm a candidate and we're almost doing mock, now I've been trying to keep up with the academic things, studying, revising my books, my past work, P5 work. Now, I feel a little bit of stress. I feel like my head is heavy.
First wait. Now, what I want to get from you is, have you been getting the exact standard, or you have been not reaching on that target that you are prepared for?
I'm trying, but okay, like when you're revising too much, there is somehow, okay, you feel some kind of headache.
Yes.
Now when you wake up in the morning, you have to do some domestic work, and they want to realize that you're feeling headache or you're stressed. They just want to see you doing the work and you finish up.
Which means we have been influenced more to domestic work than the academic studies.
No, it's not like that. I'm saying, okay, like trying to keep up with the domestic work and the studies, you'll feel some kind of stress. Okay, you'll feel not okay every time you feel like you're exhausted.
Oh, yeah, I get it. So some children nowadays at their homes, as we have been in the holidays, you know, parents have been letting them into house chores, like homework, and leaving alone the work that they have been given to them by teachers, and of which I'm seeing, as we have discussed, Doris, you are saying that it has been letting you not to the standard, and you have been missing that. So that has been one of the challenges children have been facing in the holidays. So let us hear from you. What do you think are the challenges that many people there have been facing that you have not yet reached?
For me, the challenge is that I've seen that
No, the challenge is that people outside there have been facing, you the ones that you have been seeing that are not yet to you?
For me, what I've seen that people are lacking money.
Yes.
So that they can buy something for their children to go with at school.
You mean parents?
Yes.
Yeah.
And school fees to pay for their children at school, because you can't tell me that you can go for one term without paying the school fees. The directors or the head teachers can stop you from learning that day.
You mean chasing you out of school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, and also what I've seen that other people, what they have not been realizing that is that they also don't realize that their parents don't have money. Commonly the head teachers or the candidates at the school, they also don't realize it, and it's what they think.
You mean pressurizing the parents?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now, what are the challenges that you have been facing at home, besides the ones that you have mentioned? Let's say the distribution of work at home compared to the one that you are given to by the teachers.
Okay, to me, what I've been facing, it's like my parents don't have money to buy for me, but they have tried their level best to buy me something to go with at school.
Oh.
But the house chores that they have been doing, they could make me feel headache, because I have to do the work that we have been given at school. There are some objects and some simple work that they have given us to do, so I can't manage to do something with another thing.
Now, what I want to get from you very well, you have been saying that parents have been providing you with work to do at home.
Yeah.
Are you seeing it as a challenge or something benefiting to you?
It's like a challenge, because you can't tell me that for me myself, I can't do the homework that I've been given at school and again do the house chores. It could be like making me feel headache.
Now, what do you think you can overcome that pressure that is there?
What I could say that I am supposed to first do something else and then I go to another thing.
Oh, you mean you're supposed to balance time? Yeah.
Yes.
So, Mbogo.
Yes, please.
Now, let's talk on the holiday studies that we have been going through in these holidays. What do you think are the benefits in these holiday studies?
Holiday studies, I believe the benefits of the holiday studies, it has helped us keep up.
You can use both languages.
Okay. Holiday studies, as tuyambire muno kwikara ntusoma kutatunga bwire just being seated there.
Yes.
But they have given us a chance to keep up with our studies, match up with time, cover more.
Yes.
So that as we cover more topics, the next term,
since you are a candidate,
yes,
you should be already used to the load that is supposed to be covered.
Upon that load, instead of it being covered in second term,
let it
they have
be
reduced,
covered.
yes, they have
the
reduced
holidays.
the term. They covered it in the holidays, but they are not training us much because we study a half day and then we go back to our homes and have room for other things to do. Then, in addition to that, it has controlled most of us. You don't know where others would be right now.
Yes.
You find only irukirali kulia iziba mkika kyokutamiza agaba mtumire alikusamba kapira.
Yes. You mean it has prevented most of the children from Evisimba.
Yes.
Bad peer groups.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, as that I've said, you find the child is at school, studying and doing something productive. Then it has helped us because they have taught us how we can manage the load. Then so that we can use at least third term, most of it will be revision.
Yes. So
that in preparation for the exams that are to come. Because if we had stayed sleeping in our beds at home, in Jaranegwa we are sleeping, then we wake up, let's say, at midday. That would be bad. So we wake up early, we do our things, then in third term it will be for it will be all for revision, and we finish early.
Yes.
So that is all I can say, and that has been the good effect of the
Now,
holiday studies.
I want to bring to you a question. You know, these days children are influenced to a lot of stuff.
Yes.
You know, in the previous days there was homosexuality, whatever era. So, what do you think is letting most of the children who are going to school leave? Okay, you know,
Yes.
over 200 pupils have been dropping out from school. Why? In this holiday, as you have said that you have been going to holiday studies. Why is it that others have been at home? That's what I want to get from you.
Okay. The answer to that is very obvious and simple.
Yes.
Sente. I was saying they don't have money. Actually, there were very many candidates who are not at school, and I was just
Moreover, candidates,
yes,
not at
candidates.
school.
Yes. So money. Even if you find 25,000 to someone, it may be very little money, but to another one, it could even help that it could feed that person for 1 week. Only 25,000.
You mean?
So, yes, you find the parent, and the parent does not have money to manage the child.
The capacity
Remember,
to manage
yes,
the child.
as the child eats at home, then remember the parent has to work in order to get school fees, and you find the school fees is 200 something plus.
You mean the parent is getting into both sides?
Now add there the 25,000. The parent will even the parent could even run mad.
Paying for school fees,
Paying
for all the
for school
studies,
fees,
and
then
again
holiday
feeding the
studies,
child.
then eating at home, house maintenance, and all that. So you find the parent does not have enough money and cannot be able to fund for everything.
You mean that is one of the facts, money
Yes.
shortage?
Yes.
So Doris, I want to ask you a question. You know, the question I have asked Timbogo, he has brought it in another version. He has said that money shortage. So you as a child, hati alhomwana owabagaiga, and everything is given to that child in time. Ebintu na bifuna, there is no other problem that omwana nasoko ekwasa that is not there. So omwana ogumba mutuma isomero takuhikayo nagenda mu bintu ebindi. What are you thinking are the reasons why those children are not going straight to school but leaving to other different activities? That's what I want to get from you. Like arugire muka, but what the parent is thinking omwana tenwagire.
Okay. First of all, no love for studies and ignorance. Because when the child sees that at home they have money, everything is well prepared, they bring everything on time, the child won't have that much love for studies because he'll be knowing that anytime when I need something, it will be provided.
Yes.
So the child will ignore studies, will start joining bad
No,
peer groups.
there is everything there at home.
Yeah. Will start joining bad peer groups which will not develop him economically or psychologically. So when something like that happens, you'll find that the child is losing more love for studies and doesn't even know how to add 1 plus 1. You ask a child what is 1 plus 1, will tell you 11. So such a kinds of situations, you find that the child doesn't like school at all. Or maybe it can also be due to friends, the environment at school, the teachers, or the society itself. Because you'll find that the child is being neglected at home, though the things are being provided. You find that they will not ask the child, why are you performing badly? They just want to see you at the top. They won't ask you why have you failed.
Not knowing why have you failed, but they want to see you at that.
Yeah. So such a kind of situation will develop a child not to love studies, and from there we get school dropouts and early marriage.
Now you know we commonly speak about school dropouts. There is someone outside there who is asking, what is school dropouts? What do you understand? So I want you to bring it to me very well. What do you mean school dropouts? Omwana kwa hell na ekaguza. Omwana leading to school dropouts. Like confused. So I want you to bring it very well.
Okay, when I say school dropout, I mean like when you're a child, you are learning from, the first level is becoming a truant.
Yes.
From truancy, then you'll become a school dropout. This is why you find the child is no longer learning.
No longer in school.
Yeah. You are under 18 years of age, or you have not yet even finished studies. but you're not going
already
at school.
out of school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. So you have said that other children are being influenced to bad peer groups and teachers are not following up. You know, what I want to bring to you is, teachers, you as there, you're supposed to see which kind of class are you having in the holiday studies and compare it to the kind of children who are at home. Could it be that the ones who are at home seated are the ones spoiling those who are in school? That's what I want to get. So as I've been asking, is again to teachers, but I want you to bring it to me very well. Is it those who are at home disturbing those who are going for school?
Okay, like I had said earlier, it might be the society or the environment or the teachers themselves.
Yes.
I'll first talk about the society. During holidays, when children are learning, you'll find that the child is coming from school, he's on the way back home.
Yes.
But you'll find that some people are busy calling him, you come and cook chapats, I'll be paying you. From there, the child will know that, okay, money is enough. Since I have money, then why should I go back to school? And you find the money he has is very less compared to the one that he will go back to school, study, then in the future he will earn more than that.
Yes.
But the
Saying
society,
that it is a wastage to go to school.
yeah, the society doesn't want to understand that, since for them they want to get their own benefits from the child, and they don't know that they're leading a child to a bad future.
But I'd like to add on that by saying that you're saying the society, but not all societies, because how many pupils or how many learners have you seen going out of school in your community? Because I believe we are not in such a community, but all I can say is that you just have to be cautious of your child, because I myself have not been invited to cook chapats. That is one. And another thing, I am chasing money, but I am not doing it now. Although I might be doing it in other different ways that are helpful and will not affect my studies. So, and one of those ways is just working on your simple projects, because you can, in just one day, you can get more money than one making chapats nearby the street. So what I'm trying to say is that no, it is not the society to blame, but it is how you understand the society.
Yes.
That was all I wanted to say.
Your response to the society, like,
yes.
Omuntu yo wenka kukolora nagamba,
Yes.
This person is easy to convince.
Yes.
But if you are someone who is firm,
Yes.
who is not easy to convince, so what I was bringing to you at first, abana abalumuka, they are the ones who are leading to dropouts, to those who are at school. So omwana olumuka, since you have been studying together, nabana kumanya, this person is easy to convince. So what I want to bring to you, we as young children, we should be in mind of that. Everyone should be big. Everyone should be having respect to him, or to his or herself.
Yes.
So what I want to bring to you is that you yourself, you should actually take yourself as the front line, not to be called to other people. Omuntu wakolora, you are just there, say that ogunawe is just there, it's easy to convince.
Well,
so
yes.
that's how the society can approach you, and you find yourself already gone. So
Yes.
what I want to bring to you who are watching is that you should stand in for yourself, not to be demoralized anytime. You should be firm and ready to do something.
Yes. Now, in addition to that,
Yes.
as you are firm, you should also know who is going to help me, because someone might be going to help you, but then you just respond to him or her in a rude way, because they are like they greet you. Let's say it's a morning, good morning.
Yes.
You look at the person, and then you just walk away. So that person would have helped you. Maybe you have given a chance. You'd also respond. Then, in many other ways, many things could happen. But all you know, you have to be cautious and think twice before you act.
Yes.
So it is not only the society, but it is your own mentality that will help you avoid such situations,
Yes.
whereby you're dropping out of school and maybe becoming a truant. But what you're supposed to know is that school or education is life. So that is all I wanted to say.
Oh, now let us try to go back. You know, these days we have been in holidays. We are now going back to school. So, what could be the measures, as you are putting, as you have been saying, the measures to the challenges that you have been facing in the holidays? What could be the measures? Is it you alone who should solve them for yourself, or with other people? So, let's hear from you.
For me, I could say that it's ourselves to direct ourselves to something that we shall be doing.
Yes.
Or like, for example, when a person is greeting you, you also reply. If as also when you see that this person is not too important to me, just reply and just
Now
move on
let's go to, in terms of going back to school. You have been saying lack of money at home, being influenced to bad peer groups. Are you saying that you yourself can solve a problem of lack of money at home? You yourself, since you are saying that there is such a shortage of money at home, is it you alone who should solve it, or with other people?
No, it's not me alone, because I have to solve it with other people. Because you can't tell me, a child, you can't, get that money, that all money for yourself. Because you can't tell me you have to buy books, you have to buy something to write with, you have to buy something to eat or drink for your breakfast and lunch. Because moreover, when we are at school, we are supposed to also be having some little sense to know that my parent is like this and this. Because some people will just copy other people who are rich than us.
Your background, where you're coming from.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I get you. Now, I want you to go to candidates. You know, nowadays, as we have been getting influenced to bad peer groups, not all of us, but a big number in Uganda now have been influenced to bad peer groups, and of which there are some who are candidates going to do exams this year. So, what are you thinking that could be the solution to them, since they are seeing education as a joke?
Well, I'd like
let me first hear from her.
Okay, for me, what I could say that they should also, by year, they have to first see how their parents
which level are they standing on?
Yes, by year. Ati no sanga bali all mugaiga, but okay, they want to copy a person who is rich. They go and tell their parents that like that. Now by year, like for example, candidates, for them when they're like in a bad peer group, commonly candidates, but not all, but some. When for example, they're in a bad peer group, for them they just think of other things. But for me, what I could advise them, that they should know that education is life, because without education you cannot go anywhere.
Yes. Okay. So Mbogo wanted to share something.
Well, I'll begin with the issue of economy or money. First of all, my fellow here said Oinekwemanira. So Obokwemanira, that is when you come up with ideas.
Yes.
To start out, like to work more on your projects as you study.
To know who you are.
So you're balancing your project and with your education.
Yes.
So ati nkaho olumukurubata no gaisomero norubata nkaho ino obwakame muka no menya obkarandaranda no siwa mchigogo norubata no tawa muka no twaro bwakame bwao akuba one day one time you can sell around 20 rabbits.
You mean you will be in need of those rabbits?
So one rabbit now, which is an adult female, I can sell. I myself, I can sell it at around 30,000.
Wow, 30,000.
30,000.
And now go back to school fees. Go back to school fees and see the money you are paying.
Yes. You multiply 3 by 20. So 3 by 20, you get 60. Just add there a few more zeros, you'll be getting around 600,000 from just 20 rabbits. So you'll be able to pay money. Actually, right now at our school, you pay around 208,000. So you'll be remaining with some balance.
Which means
Since
projects also work a lot at
so
home.
since there is a school tour that is there, we are having, it is for 200,000.
Yes.
So you'll be paying 408,000. You still remain with your money around 100 something thousand. So as you remain with your money, your parents have almost like not even lifted their hand because you've worked on your projects. Even your parent will feel proud of you. That yes, I've really raised a hard-working son. I've really raised a hard-working daughter.
Even a parent might get an opportunity of saving. You know,
So,
when the child
saving,
pays for himself or herself, omuzaire naba ine chance yogera sente ziyanaja kutekamu at least azine hansaho for doing other more things.
The parent feels like he has a problem solving son or daughter. So that is what I'm talking about. And you've also remained with some money that will help you out through the term. Just depending on the parent, you become like a leech, just like a parasite. So then with the peer groups, what I would like to talk about them are not only candidates but even younger people. So as the candidates, just teachers, I would like to talk about teachers and other adults, even the benefactors or the well-wishers.
Yes.
When you see Yahava omuganda mwana banzo tekane wahemuka. So like you're almost becoming a problem or a menace to the society.
Yes. Now Mbogo,
So, yes, please.
as we wind up,
Yes.
you know we are getting to the short break.
Yes.
So let's first hear from you, Doris, and after you, then we go for a short break. So
Okay.
Doris, I want to hear from you. You know, secondary students have more requirements than with the primary level pupils. Now, you know, most of the cases, secondary students are more experienced to drug abuse, to peer group experience, and to other big things that we young children are not facing. So I want you to tell me what could be the solutions. The secondary students, as they're going back to school, is it that they should go with those characters back to school, or they should be with them? I want to get that point.
Well, I would like to advise those secondary students who are going back to school that when you are going to school, you should be determined and know what is going to take you back to school.
Yes.
Is it drug abuse, your friends, or you want to study and make a good future?
Yes.
And be an example to others. So when you are determined, when you have that kind of determination and hard work, you will be successful. But the moment you join peer groups, you start being involved in drug abuse, taking intoxicants, your life is going to be short. Okay, you'll be heading towards doom.
What you're meaning, drug abuse has no use.
Yeah, of course it has no use. It is
yeah.
very obvious. The moment you start taking drugs, you'll get sick of diseases like lung cancer, because when you're smoking, taking cocaine and other drugs, it will be very bad.
Yeah.
But when you're determined and hardworking, you'll become successful and be an example to other students in the school, because when they see that you're hardworking and it is really helping you, so they will try to let alone drug abuse and start being determined and focusing more on their books and studies, which will make your parents very proud of you, even the country, and you'll get blessings from God because you'll
Which
not
means
be involved
you should value most what is your target.
Yeah.
Like you are after something, let you put a lot of effort on it for achievement.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you have heard from these people. They have been having a point to you, and I think you are getting something. And I think you are seeing it happening really. So let's first go for a short break and we shall come back later. Thank you.
Adier kogere hafoti TV butosa ngira programu y'ekyoto enganzi yabona abantu bona bagitaga muno ekyoto kitandika saa 11 kugarukira 12 kichweka ezarwe bajyo kandi abose turaliza abose ba buli mulingo kwiza kwota naitwe nuko tusobole kwega kumanya kwetegereza engeso emitwalize ya toro neha.
Chinyumira whether it is Katogo, Chikomando, Rolex Majasa to Nyambisi. Man, wherever I am, I enjoy Chinda you with your TV channels on my phone.
Enjoy a new world of entertainment with over 80 TV and radio channels, plus movies from wherever you are. Download the Yo TV Channels app from your app. Fort TV, stay entertained.
Thank you, producer, for that short break that you have given to us. So now let us mainly talk about the solutions of the challenges we have talked about now. So I want to hear from you, Mbogo.
Yes, please.
You know, there are children now who are just there stagnant. They don't know what next. You know, holidays are done and now we are going back to school. And that child, actually, that child has no parents. He's just there. So what could you think could be the solution or the measures you are giving to that child, the advice you are giving to that
Yes,
child? Since that child has no parents,
Yes.
he's in a lower level of studies and he's just there. So what message are you giving to that person?
Okay. The message I would like to give to that child
Yes.
is that you should share your problem. Because a problem shared is halfway solved.
Yes. Yeah.
So I know kubaza na batahibe. Even remember when you share, actually the school administration can find a way for you. And if you show that you're really contented, you're really determined.
It even goes with determination, because
Yes,
you cannot
it
just
even
say
goes with
you cannot just say
determination.
that you want to go to school, yet you are
Yes.
just there. You have
And
nothing.
You have to
doing
be
in class.
performing well,
Yeah.
because they can't just pay for you like that. You have to. They have to see that you have.
You have to
future.
show what you can
Yes.
do after
You
they
have to
pay
show what-
for you.
Yes, after them paying for
Yeah.
you, you have to show that you can do something. You're working for your future. You have to be determined.
Like you're
So
determined.
easy for you to do anything.
it is easy for you to
Yes.
do anything that you want, but you have to know what you want, because there are others who are there and they just gave up. Right now you find a person stopped in P4, right now is old, and now stopped in P2, others ran out from school, but you as a 9-year-old, you have to share, get guidance from others, and then even other organizations.
Like
they
not
can help you.
being alone, but you are with
Yes.
a very big group
Yes.
that is supporting you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So with the help of others, you can start up something. If you see that you've reached a good point, you can start up something, let's say like a project, and work on it.
Since you have got a support, now
Since
you
you've
are
got
at
support,
least, yeah.
Emotionally, mentally, and physically, you've got support.
Yes.
So you can start working on something like a project in your free time. You work on it, then you also start funding for yourself. You can reach a point you don't need their help. You're grateful, and as you grow up, you have your future. You find yourself in a big office, but you started at 9 years. when you are 9 years old and you've worked hard.
You mean the support
Yes, you've
has
toiled.
helped you a lot?
Their support has helped you a
Yes.
lot, and you can even help others who are facing the very same problem.
Yes.
So with that, I'd like to say that determination, hard work, and sharing your problem.
Pays.
That is all. That's the advice that I'd like to give.
Yeah, I get you. You know, we young children, you know, there are a lot of orphans outside there. They have been going through the holidays. You never know, they have not even been attending studies. They are just there. So, as Mbogo has said, you should get determined, know what you want, and share your problems to other people who can at least do something for you, not just being there. Let's hear from you, Doris. As now we are going back to school, there is a lot of confusion to some pupils who have not yet prepared themselves at this time, at this extent. You know, a lot of them have been waiting for this week that has ended, and there is nothing that has been done. What do you think? Is it the parents' fault or the children's fault?
Okay, I would like to answer on that. It can't be the child's fault, and at the same time it can't be the parents' fault. Because if the parent doesn't have money,
No force.
yeah, you have to work hard for it. You find that
Now you have said you have to work hard for it. How can the child work hard for it since has no food? There is that child has not been attending for holiday studies. It's just there. How do you say that? Working hard. What do you mean?
Okay. Well, I'm still on the point for the parent, because for the child it is a much complicated situation.
Yes.
For the parent, that parent has to work a lot and earn money. But you as a child out there, you shouldn't pressurize your parent like, "Mommy thing in a bag, I don't have books, I don't have a set."
I understand.
You just go with what you have. You first start on that. Well, we are coming on slowly by slowly. You find that the parent has earned money and will.
You mean even the
provide
approach? The approach matters.
Yeah.
The way you go to your parents. Yeah.
There is this child who is a friend to a well-off child who comes from a well-off family. They provide everything. You can befriend that child more. You tell me. You tell him, help me with the pen. Yeah.
You never know that family helps you.
Yeah, you help me with the pen, help me with the ruler. Don't pressurize your parent like, "Mommy, nothing in a ruler, I don't have a pen. If you are not going to give them to me when I'm not going back to school." That is one way of showing that you're not determined. You don't know what you want.
As how this girl has been saying, omwana tusemere kwe manyira, you know, we are all children. We are supposed to know where we come from, know our background, not reaching at school. Since the other ones are playing football, you never know, for them they have read something. For you have just reached home, you have gone to playing, doing what, and of which you are wasting time. Since you are a candidate, you know, we have been talking about candidates. Since you are a candidate, you're supposed to value the time, not going with the other people who are already far. Because for you, first of all, you have not been attending holiday studies. You have reached school. You have found others are playing. You also want to be playing with them. So, abana tuinekwe manyira, and knowing where we come from, and at least that one can help you. You know, being humble. Yeah. So, what I want to, as we wind up, you know, time is not our best friend. Priscilla, Patricia, I want to hear from you. What could be the advice you're giving to those children who are just there, who are ready to go to school and play since they are from holidays? What advice are you giving to them?
For me, I could say that they could also start a project so that they can also get some little money or some, little thing to pay for themselves. Because, like, for example, candidates, they have also something to do. You are supposed to also start a little project so that you can earn something. Because you can't tell me that each and everything will come from the hands of your parents. No, it's not supposed to be coming from your parents.
You also work hand in hand with your parents.
Yes.
Now, first wait. I want to get the clear information from this girl. She has said that you're supposed to get involved to working, looking for money. How is that connected to the academic performance of a child since we are from holidays going back to school?
Yeah.
How is it getting into connect with the academic performance. You have said that going into projects like looking for money, that thing. How is it connected to the academics that we are talking about?
For me, how I see it, we are supposed to be okay, like for example, how we went for holidays, now they are ending the holidays. We are supposed to be starting a project before the holidays. So that, like for example, selling like tomatoes every Sunday or any day. Like for example, when we are in holidays like Saturday.
Yes.
There I think Saturday, most of the children are free.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Now, how are you saying they are free yet most children, most candidates, it's when they get time for being with their teachers, discussing. How do you think that thing of selling tomatoes, the project, is going to help the candidate who is fighting for better marks?
For that candidate should, like for example, for me, I'm still telling you, for example, on Saturdays or Sundays, you are supposed to also get something to sell or get a project to do so that you also earn some little
What you're
money.
meaning, you should also contribute with your parents. Since your parent is paying this, you also do something.
Also do something for
yeah,
yourself.
to
Like
prevent
for example, you
being
buy
chased
like
out
4
of school.
books for yourself.
Yeah, I get you. Now, as we wind up, I want to hear just a simple thing from you.
Yeah.
You know, we have been talking about academics and whatnot. There is a person now who has woke up not knowing that tomorrow they are breaking off. That child has not yet told parents about school fees. That child has not yet washed uniforms. That child has not yet actually sorted the books to go with tomorrow, since we are starting tomorrow. What advice are you giving? You may assume that child is watching you on TV now. What advice are you giving to that child? Is it that that child should stay like that, or should go into step of finding a solution since we are beginning tomorrow? I want to hear from you.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
The advice I can give is that it's just one word: style up. Because really, you've been at home. You even showed your parents the report card.
Yes.
The parents should be knowing the date, but maybe due to other reasons, the parent might forget. And you as a child, you're supposed to keep reminding your parent of your education, because education is your future.
Yes.
And they say that education is the key. So what you're supposed to do is that you should work hard, and then you should make sure we still have today. You can do everything today if you really put your mind to it and be really determined. So you should work hard and make sure that you're ready by tomorrow. Because if you say that I'll go to school on Wednesday, I'll go to school on Tuesday. So if you say that, you're missing a lot. Monday they also teach. Although this one they say that it is the mercy week. So it is actually not, because this is when they teach the most crucial information at school. They are doing revision, that is one. They are welcoming you, that is two. And they are telling you the agenda of the term. So you who comes around Tuesday or on Wednesday, you've already missed what happened on the previous days. So you should make sure that next time, or you should make sure that this time you don't miss any other day.
Yes. You mean you should actually get stable.
Yes, you should get stable.
Not keeping on living out
that
school.
Is why I was
Today
saying
you are there,
yes.
Tomorrow you're not there.
That is why I was saying style up.
Please time. Now,
Okay.
I want to get, we have been living with people in the community. There is a child there. No parents. That child lives with a grandma at home, renting in a 2-room residential house, and that child has no hope of going back to school. So that child is asking, what can I do to stay up with other people who are now going to school? Let me hear from you, Doris.
You have talked about Okay, the child doesn't have hope.
Yes.
First of all, I would like to advise that child, if he's there, that never lose hope. It is not how you fall down, but it is how you come
You know,
up.
there is when a situation happens and you see that totally you have lost hope. What advice is it? Are you giving it to the child who has just lost hope, or to that grandma who is at home with the child?
I'm giving advice to the child who
Yes.
has lost hope. I'm telling that child that you should never lose hope, because the moment you lose hope, then everything will be over.
Now,
because
I
you
want
see,
to
just
get
1 year, you can spend 1 year without going to school, but you never know, maybe the next year you'll get an opportunity and go back to school. Age doesn't matter.
I want to get you. You're saying shouldn't lose hope. How should that child not lose hope? That's what I want to get from you. Should it say that I have now lost hope? Now let me not lose hope. What are you trying to mean?
Let me just give you one word.
Yes.
One word to boost your hope is that when a door closes,
Yes.
when a door closes, God opens a window. So God creates, even if you feel like you've lost hope, the whole world is against you, nothing you can do. Remember, there's that saying, God opens a window for you. And even another thing, God helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
So you should find a way. You should have a problem-solving
Actually,
mind.
you should not just
Yes.
stay there.
You should not just stay there.
Find for a way.
confused, naive. You can't naive. When you're naive, you can't think forward. You can't think backward. You're just
You're just there, stagnant.
You're just there, stagnant.
Yeah.
You don't know what is next. You don't know what has happened. So you should not be naive and use that problem-solving mind God has given you
To solve the
yes,
problem.
because you can't leave all that work to your grandmother. Because first of all, your grandmother, she might be weak because I presume that she's very old.
Yes.
Because she won't be able to do anything much for you.
You mean that
So,
child should be
yes.
stable and
you
and
should be
determined
stable
to
and
the
Yes.
target that he is planning
Yes.
for. Now, as we are winding up, you have heard from this program. You children who are outside there watching, you should now style up on what is the point of going back to school. You know, most of the candidates are just there. They have no one to tell them that you should get prepared. So me, I am telling you, if you are watching, I'm telling you that you should get prepared. Organize yourself as you are going back to school as soon, and you should also stop being alone. You should, if you have a problem, you should actually share it with someone whom you can see that can help you, and you should not even share it to someone whom you are seeing that will let you down. You should actually see someone who is having a very big vision for you. So what I'm trying to bring to you is that you should do it with your parents, teachers, and the elder people who have actually succeeded in what they have been doing as it is concerned to education. I end up by saying that you children, you should actually get determined to the target that you want. Aim for the target you want and don't lose hope. Thank you. So let us close to the remarks. Mbogo, send your regards as we come this end.
I send my regards to my parents first of all.
Yes.
And I thank God for this wonderful day and this opportunity. Then to my siblings who I'm not with right now, may God be your shepherd. Let him guide you. And with all my well-wishers, I remain as Mbogo Elvis Kateba. Thank you for watching us here.
I would like to send my regards to all the viewers of 4TV, my relatives, and everyone that wishes well for me. Thank you.
For me, I would send all my regards to my parents who managed to make this day for me a wonderful day. Thank you very much.
To me, I would like to send regards to all my well-wishers, most especially my parents, my teachers, and all people who are actually advising me to continue with studies. I really love you, and I give advice to those children who are losing hope. Don't lose hope. You never know, you may stay up. So I thank everyone who has been watching this show, and I love you all. Thank you.